When the initial announcement was made regarding the housing development spearheaded by Trinidad company East Coast Developers, it stimulated quite a bit of talk, concern, and speculation. Among the concerns raised were those associated with the level of involvement of the government, issues of quality assurance, and what really is in it for nationals. During recent media engagements, members of the government sought to clarify the matter.
And I had been writing on my Facebook for months that our contractors are needed, that when we start the housing revolution and we start to pursue these large number of houses, that our people are the one who must build them. Nobody is going to come into St. Kitts and Nevis building houses for our people. And our people are not the contractors. Our people must be the contractors, the painters, the roofers, the carpenters, the masons, the heavy equipment operators, and whoever else, the steel benders if we need that, whoever else would be involved in the construction of these homes. Clear. So those are two things that I want to get clear, because I'm hearing talk about our local people not getting jobs. When I have been saying that for months, when it's specified in the contract as well, that our people must be the ones to build them. That is important to us, because part of this is to provide jobs for years. We want our people to be working, to be productive. And that is why we are pursuing it.
Government has a very limited role in the agreement. However, the agreement was prepared and vetted by the Attorney General's office. There is strong protection in the agreement in terms of quality of homes, in terms of delivery of homes, in terms of the use of local contractors. All of that is contained in the contract. I feel certain that we have sufficient protections that will protect NHC, will protect the government, and will protect the homeowner built into the agreement.
But not everyone is fully sold on the project. Socio-political commentator and a former Minister of Government, Ian Patches-Libert, believes NHC, which he said should be focused on housing for the less bankable in our society, is straying from its remit, and it could have harmful effects.
So what solution, we must ask, is required to carry out the mandate of the National Housing Corporation, which is to provide housing for the poor, the access indigent, but for the poor and infirm. If no solution is found expeditiously, then the East Coast Housing Development Program will cause emotional and physical harm to the thousands of people who will apply for an house, only to be told that they are not bankable. What kind of government would facilitate the construction of 2,400 homes, and the majority of people who need them most would not qualify? What kind of government would facilitate that? It is an exclusionary discrimination practice that seeks to prevent poor people and our poor families from obtaining houses or housing.
Meanwhile, there is also the view that this news housing revolution could be the start of something big for the economy of St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Batt reporting for SKN Newsline.
The dates for Sugar Mass 52 were released on Monday, May 22nd by the St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Committee. St. Kitts and Nevis will celebrate 52 years of National Carnival in December 2023 to January 2024, and plans are afoot to ensure that Sugar Mass remains the best carnival in the region. Via all of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Committee social media platforms, it was revealed that Sugar Mass 52 will be celebrated from Friday, December 15th to Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. Early this year, when answering questions regarding Sugar Mass 51, Minister of Creative Economy Samuel Duggins stated that they were already engaged in the planning of a national carnival for 2023-2024, unlike last year, where they were a bit late in announcements. The National Carnival Committee also launched the Sugar Mass 52 slogan contest, where residents and nationals are encouraged to submit entries. Entries can be submitted to info@skncarnival.com. Submissions must be creative, catchy, and not longer than 10 syllables, the Carnival Committee said in a press release. All slogans should be received by Thursday, June 15th. To qualify, a cash prize of $500 EC will be awarded to the winner. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
It's beautiful. He took one look at you and the angels started singing.
Another wonderful day.
What would you say about staying here for a few months or like a year, just so that we can be together again and just live and love and laugh and have fun and breathe?
Why are you hiding out on a little Caribbean island, singing in a beach bar?
When I came here, I was at peace, and I never left.
This is the beating heart of Nevis. This is what grounds me, what feeds my soul. It's where I found myself.
I hope your life here will be full of joy. Love this island, my son. She will give you more than you can imagine.
Want to buy some fresh fruits, vegetables, or ground provision, but don't have the time to go to the market or even to find parking? Look no further. Green Market and Delivery is your solution. Green Market and Delivery is an e-commerce store that sells and delivers local produce to customers in St. Kitts and Nevis. Anything you purchase, you can get fresh from the market and delivered directly to your door. Log on to www.greenmarketskn.com. Click on the e-store link, choose your items, and shop away. We have a wide array of products from fruits, vegetables, local products, spices and seasonings, and much more. Save time and energy. Shop on greenmarketskn.com, your one-stop shop for fresh local produce.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune into Voice of the Caribbean Radio for great Caribbean programs, news, entertainment, sports, and current affairs. Wake up each morning and be inspired with One Day at a Time with Kim Huey. Stay abreast with news across the Caribbean and internationally with the Caribbean News Hour, and be entertained with shows like Reggaeville, Caribbean Classics, and Jive Music Show. Visit our website, download our Android mobile app, or listen us on TuneIn Radio. There is so much more on Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check website or app for program schedule.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
The Beach Island Primary School celebrates 31 years of existence. The school launched its celebration at a ceremony on Monday under the theme 31 Years of Fostering Resilience and Sustainability Through Quality Education. Minister of Education Dr. Jeffrey Hanley saluted the school's administration as well as teachers past and present for their fundamental role in shaping and guiding the nation's future. He said, founded more than 3 decades ago, Beach Island Primary School has been an institution committed to providing the best possible education to young minds. Throughout the years, we have upheld a tradition of excellence, shaping the next generation of leaders, thinkers, and innovators. It fills me with pride to say that our school has always placed a high value on the holistic development of our students. We have always strived to create a safe and nurturing environment that promotes love for learning, enables creativity, and fosters personal growth. Principal Ms. Jamila Brown, in brief remarks, recounted the pivotal role played by the institution in shaping the lives of students. Throughout this remarkable period, we've witnessed the transformative power of education and its profound impact on our students, our communities, and this entire federation on a whole. Education is the key that unlocks the doors of opportunity, which is resounded in our school motto, which states, "Unlock the gates to opportunity." Upcoming activities surrounding the observance of the 31st anniversary include Creative Hat Day on Thursday the 25th and Anniversary Day Church Service on Sunday, May 28th at the Antioch Baptist Church. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
It's beautiful. He took one look at you and the angels started singing.
Another wonderful day.
What would you say about staying here for a few months or like a year, just so that we can be together again and just live and love and laugh and have fun and breathe?
Why are you hiding out on a little Caribbean island, singing in a beach bar?
When I came here, I was at peace, and I never left.
This is the beating heart of Nevis. This is what grounds me, what feeds my soul. It's where I found myself.
I hope your life here will be full of joy. Love this island, my son. She will give you more than you can imagine.
Want to buy some fresh fruits, vegetables, or ground provision, but don't have the time to go to the market or even to find parking? Look no further. Green Market and Delivery is your solution. Green Market and Delivery is an e-commerce store that sells and delivers local produce to customers in St. Kitts and Nevis. Anything you purchase, you can get fresh from the market and delivered directly to your door. Log on to www.greenmarketskn.com. Click on the e-store link, choose your items, and shop away. We have a wide array of products from fruits, vegetables, local products, spices and seasonings, and much more. Save time and energy. Shop on greenmarketskn.com, your one-stop shop for fresh local produce.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune into Voice of the Caribbean Radio for great Caribbean programs, news, entertainment, sports, and current affairs. Wake up each morning and be inspired with One Day at a Time with Kim Huey. Stay abreast with news across the Caribbean and internationally with the Caribbean News Hour, and be entertained with shows like Reggaeville, Caribbean Classics, and Jive Music Show. Visit our website, download our Android mobile app, or listen us on TuneIn Radio. There is so much more on Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check website or app for program schedule.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
The Nyabingi Theocracy Order is preparing to commemorate African Liberation Day on 25th May and has made a donation of special books to the History Department of the Keon High School as part of their activities leading up to African Liberation Day. The group was welcomed by Maurice Benjamin, principal of the school, on behalf of students and teachers, whereas I have made the presentation on behalf of the organization.
May, the Thursday coming, but I have a full week commencement from the 19th to the 28th of May So this is one of our activities that we are going to do thoroughly for our people at the educational levels that we have in our institutional standard. So we say thank you for receiving us here.
We thank you for your generous donation.
Give thanks. Give thanks.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, from the bureaucracy order. We welcome you, and you can come back at any time to make further donations to the school. Thank you very much.
The books will help students better appreciate their African roots, the historical and cultural connections with countries on the African continent. Dan Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
It's beautiful. He took one look at you and the angels started singing.
Another wonderful day.
What would you say about staying here for a few months or like a year, just so that we can be together again and just live and love and laugh and have fun and breathe?
Why are you hiding out on a little Caribbean island, singing in a beach bar?
When I came here, I was at peace, and I never left.
This is the beating heart of Nevis. This is what grounds me, what feeds my soul. It's where I found myself.
I hope your life here will be full of joy. Love this island, my son. She will give you more than you can imagine.
Want to buy some fresh fruits, vegetables, or ground provision, but don't have the time to go to the market or even to find parking? Look no further. Green Market and Delivery is your solution. Green Market and Delivery is an e-commerce store that sells and delivers local produce to customers in St. Kitts and Nevis. Anything you purchase, you can get fresh from the market and delivered directly to your door. Log on to www.greenmarketskn.com. Click on the e-store link, choose your items, and shop away. We have a wide array of products from fruits, vegetables, local products, spices and seasonings, and much more. Save time and energy. Shop on greenmarketskn.com, your one-stop shop for fresh local produce.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune into Voice of the Caribbean Radio for great Caribbean programs, news, entertainment, sports, and current affairs. Wake up each morning and be inspired with One Day at a Time with Kim Huey. Stay abreast with news across the Caribbean and internationally with the Caribbean News Hour, and be entertained with shows like Reggaeville, Caribbean Classics, and Jive Music Show. Visit our website, download our Android mobile app, or listen us on TuneIn Radio. There is so much more on Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check website or app for program schedule.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
We need justice for our sisters, and we need compensation for our losses, are some of the calls from families of children involved in the Madia Secondary School dormitory fire. At about 23 hours, the Guyana Fire Service was alerted of the fire at the dorm, and by the time firefighters arrived on the scene, the building was already engulfed in flames. As a result of the fire, 19 children lost their lives. Those dead, according to hospital records, are Yolanda Carter, Valerie Carter, Mary Danrad, Martha Danrad, Lisa Roberts, Nicolene Robinson, Sharana Daniels, Andrea Roberts, Delicia Edwards, Ariane Edwards, Lorraine Evans, Sabrina John, Belenisa Evans, Bibi Jeffrey, Adonija Jerome, Cleoma Simon, Trissel Thomas, and Natalie Ann Charlene Balamine. President Ibn Ali visited the mourning community and pledged his government support to the grieving family.
I want to assure you, all of you, that no effort will be spared. Every conceivable help, every conceivable assistance, every conceivable action that is required of the government, we will do, we will support, and we will ensure that we are with you, not only today, but through this.
HGP Nightly News understands that 63 female students were in the dormitory at the time of the fire. 6 children were air dashed to the Georgetown Public Hospital on Monday morning.
Investigations are ongoing. There's some initial report that will be given in a detailed statement. We're going to have full engagement. We're still awaiting some of the parents. Full engagement with all the parents.
Further, National Security Advisor Jerry Gavaya said pilots risked dangerous conditions to fly into Madia as a full-scale medical action plan and rescue operation kicked in.
Of situations like this, those of us who are old enough would have lived through Lusignan, would have lived through Bartica, would have lived through Jonestown. But I think this takes the cake. This is a day that will live in infamy for us, because these children did not deserve to die like this. And but it's a day for mourning for all of us, for this country. Every man, woman, and child, and certainly every parent will be, their heart will go out to the parents of those children.
Meanwhile, condolences and prayers have been pouring in from various sections of society. In fact, the APNU AFC called for Independence Day to be declared a national day of mourning. The Civil Defense Commission dispatched a number of relief items to the town of Madia. Renata Burnett, reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
In the meantime, tourism stakeholders are downplaying concerns over the latest travel advisory issued by the United States for Jamaica. Jamaica has been placed at level 3, with the State Department urging visitors to reconsider traveling to the country due to a spate of crime. More in this report.
The advisory issued on May 10 by the U.S. State Department says violent crimes such as home invasions, armed robberies, sexual assaults, and homicides are common, with sexual assaults occurring frequently, including at all-inclusive resorts. It comes at a time when the tourism ministry has been boasting some 1.5 million visitors to the island since the start of the year. Nicola Madden Gray is president of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourist Association.
Something that the State Department does worldwide for all destinations, so we shouldn't take it personal or anything like that. This is their standard release. We have all sorts of persons coming, diplomats. We have the regular Jew American that comes here and has a wonderful time. So I don't take it for anything.
It's not clear what impact the latest advisory will have on visitors traveling to the island. However, senior strategist in the tourism ministry, Delano Sivrite, says Jamaica, like many other countries in the Caribbean, have issues with the wording of the advisories.
The fact is, Jamaica remains a safe and seamless destination for tourists, local and international. Crimes against tourists is about 0.01%, which is extremely low, so it's almost non-existent. But at the same time, we note their concerns. Those are concerns that, some of those concerns are concerns we share, but for the most part, we want to make it clear that Jamaica is a safe and seamless destination.
Interestingly, U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Janet Wallen reportedly vacationed in Montego Bay, St. James, days before the State Department urged its citizens to reconsider travel to the island. We put the issue to Mr. Sivrite.
I can neither confirm nor deny the presence of certain U.S. and other officials who are in Jamaica. What I can confirm is that over the last several weeks, weeks and months, we have had multiple visits by leaders. The Canadian Prime Minister was on vacation here. We have a number of US officials who have been on vacation here or had been on vacation here weeks and months ago, some of which of course we can't name. And beyond that, we have a whole list of A-list celebrities.
Amidst the assurance from tourism stakeholders that Jamaica remains a safe destination, the country continues to grapple with crime. Currently, tourist towns like St. James and Hanover are under a state of emergency.
So while it is their purview to put those notifications in place, what we have found is that the US visitors have been coming in droves, they've been having a wonderful time, and they keep coming back.
Carrie Ann Simpson for TVJ News.
It's taken 7 years to construct, but investors say it's been worth the wait. And for Nigerians who've struggled with fuel shortages for decades, hope that the refinery marks a turning point.
A notable milestone for our economy and a game changer for the downstream petroleum products market, not only in Nigeria, but the entire African continent.
The presence of 5 African presidents at the launch underlined the expectations of a continent dependent on fuel imports.
Our products will satisfy the local demand of Nigeria, and it will satisfy the local demand of most West African countries, and we'll be able to export even Central Africa, Angola, Congo, Brazzaville, and Co. So, it's a very huge capacity. 40% of our production will be for export.
For decades, Nigeria exported its crude oil, only to import the more expensive refined product back.
Africa's biggest oil producer is unable to refine its crude oil, so it's looking at this refinery to help. Millions of Nigerians are unhappy about higher fuel costs. They also hope the plant will ease shortages and end the country's petroleum subsidy program that they say cost taxpayers tens of billions of dollars every year.
The state-owned Nigerian oil company, which has a 20% stake in the plant, will supply nearly half of the refinery's daily crude needs.
So we have secured access to supplying this refinery 300,000 barrels of crude oil every day. That means a secure market for NNPC as our production grows, our capacity grows as a company. So this is a very, very perfect situation for our company.
The $19 billion refinery is expected to save Nigeria the $23 billion it spent on importing refined petroleum products in 2022.
We're certain that it will ease up a lot of the constraints that we've encountered in doing business in Africa, especially in manufacturing and in transportation.
Environmentalists say they are worried about the pace at which fossil fuels are being exploited and used.
It's causing so much negative impact on the environment, with the oil spills when you extract, with the gas flaring, and also just the combustion of the fossil fuel. It's causing tremendous issues in the atmospheric balances.
But Nigeria, like most African oil producers, is making a case for a slower transition from fossils to renewable energy. It says petroleum will continue to be in its energy mix as it makes that transition. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera, Ebejuleki, Nigeria.
In other news, the former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has received bail after appearing at a court in Islamabad. He's facing a range of corruption cases. Khan has rejected the charges against him, saying they are politically motivated. He also alleges that there is a conspiracy to ban his Tehreek-e-Insaf party. Let's go to our correspondent Kamal Haider, who's live for us in Islamabad. Kamal, so Imran Khan did appear in court. How did that go?
Yes, indeed. After driving from Lahore, he went straight to the judicial complex where he had applied for bail in 8 cases in the anti-terrorism court, and he was granted bail till the 8th of June. His wife, Bushra Bibi, also getting bail in the National Accountability Bureau court, which is the National Accountability Court at the same complex. She was granted bail till the 31st of May. Imran Khan had said before his departure from Lahore that he was apprehensive that the government would try to arrest him once again. In a little while, he's going to appear in the National Accountability Bureau in front of an investigation team that is probing into the Al-Qadir University Trust, in which the government alleges that Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi made financial gains. However, they have denied those charges. The investigation will go on, and it is likely that he will not be arrested today. But as you mentioned, the government exerting maximum pressure, blaming him for the violence, which Imran Khan says was agent saboteurs who deliberately provoked those people, and questioned as to how a handful of people wielding just sticks could go into such sensitive areas without being stopped. So indeed, it will be interesting to see what happens in the National Accountability Bureau, where both Imran Khan and his wife are likely to appear.
So, Kamal, what happens next? I mean, does this tussle between Imran Khan and the government just continue?
Yes, it is likely to worsen, given the fact that Imran Khan himself has said, and we have been able to confirm, that over 10,000 people that are party workers, supporters, most of them who were waging peaceful protests, are under detention. Most of the key party leadership is under detention. And every time they come out on bail, in one case, they are rearrested again. On the floor of Parliament also, there is talk that Imran Khan has committed terrorism. He's facing multiple charges, from terrorism to blasphemy to corruption and what all. So indeed, the mood from the government, non-compromising, and Imran Khan, of course, saying that the government was trying to ban his party so that they are able to sweep the coming elections, which he doubts will be held, that they will be held in October.
Okay, thank you for that. Kamal Haider there for us live in Islamabad.
The LV Star Brown Women's League commenced on Saturday with wins for Queen City and Nagico Keon Rockets. Queen City crushed Garden Hotspur 7-1 on Sunday at the SKNFA Technical Centre in St. Peters. Carisha Powell scored 4 goals for Queen City in the 5th, 19th, 33rd and 66th minutes. Isaiah Morton scored in the 27th minute, Kaimoyan Grant in the 39th minute, and Devil Grease in the 63rd minute. For Garden Hotspurs, the lone goal came from Lakeisha Davis from the penalty spot in the 78th minute. In the second match on Sunday, it took a last-minute stoppage time strike from Niclaire Shari of Nagico Keon Rockets to give the team a 3-2 win over Rams Village Lady Superstars. Olajide Bridgewater scored both goals for Village Ladies in the 37th and 53rd minutes, while Shakola Wilson scored twice for the Keon Ladies in the 16th and 42nd minute. And as we said earlier, Niclaire Shari scored a last-minute winner for Keon Ladies in the 8th minute of stoppage time. The league actually started on Saturday at the Technical Centre with MFCR United Old Road Lady Jets drawing 2-2 with Newtown United. Laranja Wilkinson scored for Old Road Lady Jets in the 31st minute and Chanella McCullough in the 8th minute of stoppage time, while Caitlin Forbes and Zonaya Marshall were the goal scorers for Newtown in the 15th and 77th minutes. The LV Star Brown Women's League continues this Thursday with Hot Springs Bath United playing Queen City over at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Then on Saturday the 27th at 6 p.m, Garden Hotspurs will play MFCR United Old Road Jets at the SKNFA Technical Centre. And on Sunday at 6 p.m, it's Newtown United versus Rams Village Lady Superstars, also at the SKNFA Technical Centre.